happens every day.
Veronica will never let you get away with this.
I'm going to get Veronica to type her full confession, and then I'm going to give her an overdose, just like I gave Matthew. Now, don't make this any harder.
Hey guys, I'm Hannah. Just your average California girl. Sunshine, beaches, and the occasional demonic possession. This is Panic TV. Okay, horror fam. If you're into this, and this, then this next movie is totally your vibe. Give it to me. Who have you been calling?
All right, we'll see for ourselves. Alice. I might have known. I'm going to keep this until you go home for half term. And if I see any more of these, I'm going to confiscate them for good. Do you understand?
Yes, Mrs. Van Huet.
Good. Tell Alice to bring her phone to me after morning assembly. And Charlotte, go back to your room.
Yes, Mrs. Van Huet.
Well, normally I would go home to Bahrain, but my father's in Singapore at the moment. And, well, although my Aunt Elizabeth would be happy to see me, I just feel it would be more productive if I stay here and work during half-term.
I really don't think that's on, Louise.
Mrs. Van Huet, it's really important to me that I do well in my exams. Besides, I'd be company for Phoebe when she returns from France.
Have you given any more thought to the school play? You know, you really were my first choice.
Yes, I know, Mrs. Van Huet, but I really have to concentrate on getting my A-levels.
That's very laudable, Louise, but to be honest, you're the only person who can play that part. The inter-school competition is very high profile, and this year we're really in with a chance of winning. Think how disappointed the other girls would be if I have to cancel the play. You're perfect for the role of Susie.
I'm really flattered, Mrs. Van Huet, but I just don't think I can do it. I'm sorry.
Well, you better call your Aunt Elizabeth and let her know when she can come and collect you. The role of Susie is the catalyst for everything that happens in the play, but my role has the bulk of the dialogue. You could study for your exams in the morning, and we could rehearse in the afternoon.
Come in.
I'm going to see Dr. Reed. I should be back about 2.
You're not feeling very well?
Oh, it's a social visit. Dr. Reed was my godmother's best friend.
Really?
My godmother was Lady Margaret Oakes.
Wow, I didn't realise.
Everything all right?
Yeah, fine, thanks. I'm finding it so much easier to concentrate without the other girls around.
Well, help yourself to anything in the fridge. It should be pretty well stocked. I'm going to go.
Is Mr. Van Huet going with you, then?
No, he's ensconced in the studio. Keep at it. I'll see you later.
Okay. Bye. Handsome guy.
Yeah, but is it art?
Well, I'd rather have that on my wall than a bunch of sunflowers.
Thanks, but I'm not so sure. You are not meant to be up here. It's out of bounds.
You can send me away if you want to.
There's no point taking stupid risks.
You know, she went back for hours. She said so.
Hey, get away from there! Sorry. It's just that it's not for public viewing.
Maybe I should get back.
Ah! Louise. Come here, please. You made me cut my thumb.
Oh, here, let me have a look. Oh!
It's so embarrassing. I mean, I could attend a car crash, no problem, but as soon as I see my own blood, these black sheets start flapping in front of my eyes, and out I go. Not very manly.
But very endearing. Are you sure you're up to this?
You bet. But, you'll have to undress me.
Matt.
Come here, you.
What to give you my mobile? Louise? I should have mentioned that during the school holidays, Mr. Van Huet sometimes wanders through the building. So don't get a shock. Louise?
What happened? I was waiting up for you.
It's over, Louise.
Oh, my God.
She found out about us.
How? What did she say?
Not much. But she made her feelings clear.
What's going to happen now?
I don't know. But I doubt you'll be staying on at the school.
My father's going to kill me, Matt. What are we going to do? Do you want to go back to the States, or...
I don't think you understand.
You just said it was over.
Between us. You and me.
No. No, you don't mean that.
Louise, you are a really special girl. And I like you. A lot. But I am married to Veronica. That's just the way it is.
But I've fallen in love with you.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. And... Listen, we can work this out. You can teach art at another school.
Teaching art is not a high-paying job.
Look, if money's the problem... My mother left me some in her will. It's mine in 3 years. It's easily enough for us to buy a house.
Louise, Veronica and I need each other more than you know. Better be getting back.
No, please wait.
I'm really sorry. I've abused my position and I've hurt you. Wish I could undo that.
Matt? Oh, yes. Yes. This is very special. Classic Van Huet. Signature's excellent. Well done. How much do you think you can get for it? 40? Pounds or euro? Oh, definitely sterling. £40,000. Think what we can do with that.
Minus my 40% commission, by the way.
How many more do you think you can sell?
The art world's very small and full of tittle-tattle, so we must be careful not to flood the market. But my husband was a renowned collector, so the fact that I'm selling some Van Huet paintings to pay off outstanding tax shouldn't raise too many eyebrows.
He's got a real talent, that boy. It's rare for a son to fully inherit his father's gifts. I think we found our golden goose. See if you can get him to sign some more.
Oh, I'll do my best, but you saw he's a bit reluctant.
You must try. If he doesn't sign, I'm sure I can still pass them off as his father's work, but for a lot less money.
Right.
Hope you're not finding your inheritance a bit of a poisoned chalice.
Oh, no, not at all. But the school can always do with a bit more money.
Couldn't we all, my dear? Thank you, Mr. Stubbs.
Pleasure.
I'll pop back tomorrow. Give you an update.
Come for tea.
Lovely. Goodbye, Mr. Stubbs.
Goodbye, Dr. Reed.
Not a word, Veronica.
You're doing the right thing, miss.
I hope so, Stubbsy. I hope so. What are you doing?
I'm packing.
But why?
Because I've been sleeping with your husband, I've fallen in love with him, and I should be expelled.
I've no intention of expelling you. It wasn't your fault.
You can't just blame him.
Mr. Van Huet is a member of staff with a duty of care. Your father entrusts the school to look after you, not seduce you behind the bike sheds.
It wasn't like that.
Your feelings for my husband should never have been encouraged. It was entirely wrong of him to take advantage of you, no matter what enticements you gave him. Oh, Louise, you can't throw it all away now. You've got your whole life ahead of you. Unless you've already mucked it up by getting pregnant.
No, I'm not pregnant.
Anyway, what hope has the school got of winning the competition without you in the play? I'll see you later. Why have you never asked me to sit for you?
Because you wouldn't sit still long.
You're probably right. No, it really does look like you.
Wow, weird. A self-portrait that looks like the subject.
I didn't mean it like that. I mean, it really looks like you. More than a photograph would.
Well, that's the point of a painting. It's meant to capture the soul as well as the image.
Not many achieve that. You have a rare gift.
You know, when I was a boy, my father was so determined to pass on his talent that he made me draw every day. Not paint, draw. Truly great painters know how to draw. For an entire year, all I did was draw some skull he bought from a hospital. For another year, all I drew was hands. His hands, my mother's hands, my brother's hands. Even my own left hand.
Well, it's really paid off. To the tune of £40,000.
24,000. Don't forget Imogen's 40% ripoff. She's obviously trying to make up for not inheriting the school.
She says once you've signed your name to the other paintings, she'll get 40,000 for them, too.
That's too bad. Because I'm not doing it.
Not now. When you finished your self-portrait.
Not never. I know I paint like my father. I can't help it, but forging his signature on something that I painted? Where's the satisfaction in that?
The satisfaction is in seeing off the overdraft at the bank. And in re-equipping the school. Christ, even the carpet needs changing. That's where you'll find your satisfaction. I better get us some lunch.
What about Phoebe? Aren't you meant to be picking her up?
She's not due until 4. I'll go after lunch. Your father would have been very proud of you.
Would he?
Yes, he would. He is a very talented son.
Yeah, like imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
It's still your work. Your skill.
Yeah, but that's meaningless. Paintings are judged by their market value, period. I mean, look. Look at this room. Stuffed full of great works. Without my old man's signature, they're not worth shit.
It's not true.
Yes, it is.
You'll get recognized one day. It just takes time. At least you can afford to practice your art.
I don't think you fully comprehend what it is you're asking me to do.
All I'm asking you to do is sign a sodding picture. What could be easier than that?
So what you're asking me to do is to betray my father's memory. I mean, if I was forging a Bacon or a Dali, I wouldn't give a shit, but my own father.
Okay, fine. Forge a Dali. What are they worth these days?
Oh, now you're being stupid.
You know, I have a talent too. A talent to teach English, and I'm good. But my godmother selfishly died and left me this crumbling school and a mountain of debt. And you know what? The bank manager couldn't care less how good a teacher I am. His only interest is interest, and that's about 5% over base rate. So get off your fucking high horse and earn your keep.
Do you wonder why I've never asked you to sit for me? I paint what I see. And your soul's not worth a stroke.
How can you say that? How can you say that?
All that weight training I put you through, I've created a monster. Oh, God.
You bastard.
Veronica, just calm down, I can explain.
You bastard! Fucker, if you must
If she walks into that basement, I swear. Oh, she did. She always does, doesn't she?
Mrs. Van Huet, did you want something?
Can you drive, Louise? Phoebe needs picking up from Gatwick this afternoon.
No, in Bahrain you can't learn until you're 18. And I've only just had my birthday, sorry.
You can go by train. I'll phone for a taxi.
What's up? That was Mr. Stubbs.
How much is that?
30 quid, love.
Great, thank you. Oh, I've only got 20p. Let me take that.
Louise,
What happened?
it was for the best. Matt and I needed a little time apart.
I don't understand.
It'll do us both the world of good.
Where's he gone?
To Florence. He's always wanted to visit, and he thought his paintings might sell well to the tourists.
Gosh. Well, he's packed up quickly.
He only needed the tools of his trade and some clothes. I put everything else down in the cellar.
Why couldn't you just leave it in here?
Because this is the perfect room for us to rehearse in. It's freezing down in the main hall.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Van Huet.
Why didn't he wait till I got home before he left?
He wanted to, darling. But he got a last-minute booking on a cheap flight, and it was all a bit of a rush. But he sends you lots of love and a big kiss. Louise, join us for a drink downstairs before dinner.
What are we having?
Your favorite, Chinese.
Can I cook it? I love using the wok.
I'm afraid not. I've ordered takeaway. I didn't have a chance to go down to the village and do any shopping. I hope I'll see you downstairs in a few minutes. Come on, Phoebe, eat up.
I don't want to see Daddy.
It's only for 3 days.
Why at half term? I'd never seen him at half term before. Why now?
Because he's your father and you should see him.
Always arguing. Hate it there.
I don't care if you like it or not, you're going. Louise, will you take Phoebe for me? It's just to Seven Oaks. It's only half an hour from London by train.
You know you're welcome to stay the night. It might make things a bit easier.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I've got to rehearse the play with Mrs. Van Huet tonight. Sorry.
No, sorry. So is she going in for it again?
Yeah. Yeah, she thinks we've got a chance this time.
What's the play?
Conflicting Emotions?
B.J. Manson. Yeah, good choice. You playing Susie?
Yeah. Yeah, Mrs. Van Huet's playing Beatrice.
She can't resist the dramatics. Mind your head.
I'm sure she'll be very good.
I'm sure she will. Come on, Princess. Special surprise waiting for you inside. Phoebes. Come on.
Look, I'm sure she'll be okay in a few minutes, Mr. Penelec.
Isabel's cooking your favourite. Chinese. Sichuan. Phoebe, I've got to get Jamie out. Going in now, Phoebes. So how long have you been at Lady Margaret's?
Just over a year.
You enjoying it?
It's had its brighter moments. What do you teach?
Physics and chemistry. Or I did before the arrival of a certain American art teacher. Come on, little man.
Come on, girls, settle down, please. Okay, thank you. All right, today we're going to look at the work of 20th century painters. We'll begin with Louis Van Statten. Louis Van Statten was a watercolorist renowned for the quality of his reflections. And if he painted in oils, his works would be worth thousands today instead of hundreds. Who can tell me why?
Louise.
Hello. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
Please, can you help me?
If I can.
I think she's just buried him in the garden.
Who are you?
Louise.
Louise, what a pretty name. Louise, what are you doing here?
This is my school.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course I'm sure.
Are you sure it's not Orchard House?
Look, I'm not mad.
I didn't say you were.
Dr. Reed, don't you remember me? You gave me my booster jabs at the beginning of term.
My dear, there are over 350 girls in the school. You can't expect me to remember every one.
Please listen to me. Matthew just suddenly disappeared.
Why would that concern you?
Because he's my friend.
Because he deflowered you.
Pardon?
I thought after the last occasion he'd learned to keep his flies buttoned up.
Listen, please listen to me. I heard voices outside just now, and I came in and no one was in here. And I've just seen her out in the garden and...
You heard voices?
Yes.
And now you're accusing your headmistress of burying him?
I don't... God, you don't believe me, do you? Please, listen to me.
Louise, you're being hysterical. Lady Margaret's ashes are buried in that garden. Veronica was very fond of her godmother. I don't want Veronica upset. If you mention one more word of this ridiculous story, I'll bet...
Imogen? Louise, what are you two talking about?
Young Louise rather fancies herself as a teacher when she grows up, and I rather fancy myself as a pupil. I think one of us is going to be sorely disappointed.
Well, if you don't mind paying the school fees, Imogen, where's the problem? Louise, is Phoebe all right?
Yeah, she's fine. Here's what's left of the money that you gave.
Thank you. Well, I don't know about you two, but I rather fancy some tea.
Good idea.
Come in.
Yeah.
I'm afraid we can't take your call, but please leave a message after the long beep. Thank you.
Hi, Auntie Elizabeth, it's me, Louise. Listen, can you come and pick me up after all? I would catch the train, but I don't have any money. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
I knocked several times. You must have been sound asleep. I've got to go to London and buy a few things. I'll see you upstairs at 2. Will you be all right? I think even Mr. Stubbs has gone.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Thanks for the tea.
Don't forget to look at your lines.
Trust me, Veronica.
I'm afraid we can't take your call, but please leave a message after the log.
Hello?
Louise, it's Mrs. Van Huet. You answered quickly.
Yeah, I was just making a cup of coffee. I was standing right by it.
I'm afraid I've driven off without the address of where I've got to go. I wonder if you'd mind getting it for me.
Yep. Yep, certainly. Where is it?
It's on the... I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Wait, Mrs. Van Huet, I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
Damn. I think I've been spotted by a police car.
Hello, Mrs. Oh. Hello?
It's me again. I pulled into a lay-by, so I'll hang on while you get it.
Yeah, okay, where is it?
It's on the desk in my study.
What about the key?
It's not locked.
Well, I thought you always locked it when you went out.
Not when there were only 2 of us in the school, Louise.
Okay, just hang on a minute. Hello? Mrs. Van Huet?
You got in okay. I forgot to mention sometimes the hallway door sticks.
Yeah, fine.
I wrote the address on a yellow post-it note.
No. Oh. Yeah, I think I found it.
It's called something like Stage Props Limited.
Yeah, number 4, Old Fool's Yard, Soho Square, W1.
Thank you, Louise. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye. Louise.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
You look a little pale. I couldn't see Mrs. Van Huet's car.
No, she's just gone into London.
Of course, she said she was going. Right, now, I need your help, my dear.
Oh my God.
Nice work. Not really what we need.
So what are you doing with these paintings?
I'm going to sell them, I hope. I've made contact with the dealer who thinks Matthew Van Huet is the ideal choice.
And what does Matthew think about this? Have you asked him?
I would if I could. But he's in Florence somewhere, and this won't wait.
I don't think you can take these without asking.
I wouldn't dream of it. Veronica's delighted for him.
Is she?
Tell Mrs. Van Huet I'll call her this evening.
Hello, Lady Margaret.
Louise, it's Phoebe.
Oh, Phoebe, hi, how are you?
You've got to come and get me.
Phoebe, what's happened?
Just come.
Look, I can't. I don't have any money and your mum's gone out.
I can't stand it here any longer.
Phoebe, are you not getting on with your dad?
It's not my dad, it's Isabel. There's something wrong with her.
Is she ill?
I think she's nuts. She was shouting at my dad all last night. She made Jamie cry. I had to come for him for hours.
Listen, Phoebe, it's just a little bit tricky.
What do you mean a bit tricky?
I'm just a little bit worried about Matt, that's all.
Why? Louise, why are you worried about Matt?
I'm not worried. It's just that he hasn't phoned to tell us where he's staying.
What does Mum say? Is she all right? Is she worried too?
Listen, Phoebe, can I call you back tomorrow?
Okay, bye.
No, she doesn't seem worried at all.
I knew I'd find you here. After all, this is where it happened.
Yes.
Was it really worth it?
What do you mean?
I don't think so.
You're frightening me.
Sometimes I frighten myself.
I want to go.
You had it all. Youth, beauty, the whole world at your feet. He brought it on himself, you know.
You'll never get away with this.
Whether I do or not, you'll still be dead.
Please. Please, I'll do anything you want. Anything.
You should be grateful.
Grateful?
You won't grow old as I'll grow old. You will not weary with age. Your beauty will not be condemned by the years. No more conflicting emotions. And curtain. That was fantastic, Louise. Don't you ever do that again, do you hear me?
Matthew's dead, isn't he?
Dead? What are you talking about?
You lied to me. You told me he'd taken the tools of his trade with him.
For God's sake, Louise, these are the tools of his trade, his hands. He doesn't need to drag all that stuff with him. He can buy anything he wants in Florence. Are you satisfied?
I know he's dead.
Why on earth would you think he was dead?
Because he's been trying to tell me.
I don't want to lose you, Louise. But I'm prepared to make the financial sacrifice if you continue with this ludicrous behavior. Hello?
Mrs. Van Huet? Who's there? Dr. Reed.
What happened? I thought there was an intruder in the washrooms.
She slammed the door in my face.
I called out. Why didn't you answer me?
It was because you were calling out I opened the door, you silly girl.
I've got some arnica in my bathroom, or I can call you a locum if you like.
Just pour me a stiff gin. God's sake, I'm going to get rid of that girl.
It's an answering machine.
Yeah, I know. Can I leave a message?
Not without paying for the call.
Look, it's very important. It's an emergency.
If it's an emergency, then which service do you require?
Not to your liking?
I'm not very hungry. Mrs. Van Huet, I need to know what happened before Matthew left for Italy. I really want to believe you.
Haven't you meddled in my marriage enough, Louise?
Sorry, Look, maybe I am hearing things, maybe I am going mad. He suddenly disappeared, and now nothing seems right.
He didn't just suddenly disappear. I asked him to leave because I needed a little time to forgive him. You're not the first pupil he seduced, but you are the last.
Have you heard from him?
No.
Why not?
Because he hasn't called.
Where's he staying?
I don't know. He said he'd ring me when he'd settled somewhere.
I'm sorry, I just don't believe you. He would have called by now.
Unless he'd found some nice, warm Italian girl to snuggle up with. Louise, do you really believe I'm capable of murder?
I don't know.
You saw how I reacted when I thought I'd shot you. Isn't the second murder supposed to be easy?
I'm sorry. Maybe it's just that I miss him so much.
I miss him too, Louise. And when he does call, I'll get his number and you can call him back in private.
Do you mean that?
Yes, I do. Now, I've cooked us a delicious dinner. I don't know about you, but all this talk of murder's given me quite an appetite.
Oh, look, I'm sorry, I haven't no right to speak to you like that.
I'll tell you how you can make it up to me. Turn in a performance like you did this afternoon when we're in front of the judges. And whether we win or not, I'll make you head girl.
Head girl?
Mary Bockbank's leaving at the end of term.
Why?
Her father lost his job and they can't afford the fees.
Oh, my God, poor Mary.
Don't tell anyone, Louise.
No, of course not. Mrs. Van Huet.
Call me Veronica, just for half term.
Matt!
Don't scream. It's me, David, Phoebe's father. No noise. Did you think I was Matt?
Yeah.
I don't know how to say this, but I think he's dead. Phoebe told me what happened when you picked her up from the airport, how Matt just took off without saying a word. Listen to me. Veronica is a very wild. She lashes out at you. All the time, whatever she can lay her hands on. Sometimes my injuries were so bad I had to take the hill, hike away until the months of my death. Oh, when Veronica loses it, it's like bang, she goes completely mental. Just to be able to talk right without Veronica knowing about it. I'm gonna hunt you. It's the shovel.
You think she killed him, don't you?
Well, it's certainly a possibility, especially if she's caught him screwing around again. Anyway, that's what I'm here to find out. Okay? I mean, seeing her banged up for his murder will be sweet, sweet revenge. You know, on the night that I walked out, Veronica swore that one day she'd bury me here.
But you're not... You can't dig out that garden. She'll think it was me that did it, please.
Look, if I find what I expect to find, she'll be safely locked away.
But if you don't, please... God, I pray that you don't. She'll see that the earth's been disturbed and she'll think that it was me that did it.
Don't you want to know the truth?
Yes, of course I do.
Louise, I put up with that woman for years and I let her get away with bloody murder. Can you understand that? Not anymore.
David, please, stop. Stop it. I come home with you tonight. I can't stay here by myself anymore, please.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. just gotta get some stuff from my room. Please don't go.
All right.
Don't bother with tea. Just tell me what happened. Mrs. Van Huet, tell me what happened.
Louise, a pupil in my school, had been having an affair with my husband, Matthew. Needless to say, having caught them at it red-handed, so to speak, he and I had more than a few words, culminating in our temporary separation.
And where is Mr. Van Huet?
In Florence, I believe. I haven't heard a word from him since he left.
So, what happened last night?
Louise and I had come to what I thought was an understanding. I didn't blame her for the affair, and I had no intention of expelling her from my school. But then, she betrayed my trust. Frankly, I was feeling pretty damn depressed.
Mrs. Van Huet, I'm not interested at this point in your emotional state. I just want to know the sequence of events which led to the woman's death.
Shall I go on?
If she wants
wants you so much, my darling. She can bloody well have you.
Get away from me! What are you doing? I'm leaving. In the middle of the night. Louise, wake up! Wake up! David?
Isabel.
Now come in. What are you doing here? Where's David? Can we talk?
The time was 3 a.m. Your call to the police was 3 hours later. Why?
I helped Louise to my bedroom and found some herbal sleeping tablets and placed them under her tongue to dissolve. Then I lay down on the bed beside her and held her. I fell asleep.
You just stabbed a woman in your hall and you fell asleep.
I wanted to be there in case Louise woke up. And I was in shock. As soon as I woke, I dialed 999.
We found a body, Gov.
Would you mind going with the officer and confirming the identity?
It's a bit gruesome, sir.
I'll be all right. It might go some way to explain her actions, but Isabel was once a resident of Orchard House.
You mean she worked there?
No, she was a customer.
I see.
My first husband used to help out there in his spare time. Take the residents for walks, trips to town, that sort of thing.
So she had mental problems?
She was diagnosed a paranoid schizophrenic. But David always swore the drugs kept her under control.
Miss Thompson? Miss Thompson? Miss Thompson? Hello?
Ah!
Miss Thompson, I'm Detective Inspector Amer.
Where am I? Where is she? Have you arrested her?
Who?
Veronica Van Huet.
Not as yet.
Why not? The woman is a murderer. She killed her husband, she buried him in the garden, and last night she attacked me.
You mean her ex-husband, David Benalek?
No, Matthew Van Huet. It was Mr. Benalek who finally convinced me that he was dead.
That Mr. Van Huet is dead?
Yes.
Miss Thompson, please just sit down. Sit down, come on. Take your time and tell me what happened last night.
I've just told you what happened. She attacked me.
Well, according to Mrs. Van Huet, it was Mrs. Benalek who tried to take your head off with a spade.
What?
Just like she'd done to her husband.
No. What are you saying, that he's dead?
And buried. Till a few minutes ago.
But... Oh, God. I don't understand this. Why would Isabel want to kill David?
You tell me.
I don't know. Why did you ask her?
Well, I'd like to. But she's also dead. Mrs. Van Huet had to kill her in order to save you. Well, that's how it looks at present.
That's a lie. Why would Isabel want to kill me?
Perhaps she thought you were also having an affair with her husband.
You're joking now.
Oh, she clearly thought something was going on. Otherwise, why steal a neighbor's car and follow him here, eh? Anyway, forensic tests will prove who killed David Benalek. Spattered blood on clothes, etc.
This is a nightmare.
Miss Thompson, would you like to see a doctor? I understand you fell down some stairs.
No, thanks.
Right, well, I'll get a formal statement from you when you've had a bit more rest, eh?
Listen, please, wait. Are you telling me that she's convinced you that she's committed no crime?
Well, that's for the Crown Prosecution Service to decide. They may think that stabbing Mrs. Ben Alec to save your neck was using excessive force.
But you've only got her word for all of this.
Yes, and a spade clamped in a dead woman's fingers.
Have you found Matthew's body?
What body? People disappear after rows every day, miss. Is there somebody we can call for you?
Apparently you saved my life.
Well, it was either that or cancel the school play.
Louise?
Phoebe. I'm so sorry about your dad. Sweetheart, what are you doing here?
I came here to tell you that it wasn't your fault. She was jealous of you. If my dad even talked to another woman, she'd accuse him of having an affair. That's why I hated going round there so much.
Listen, Phoebe, what's happened to Jamie? Is he okay?
Yeah, we're staying at Uncle Tony's in Upraces. They drove me down here to collect a few things.
You better get back. You've got all your stuff, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, did you know some of Matthew's weights are missing? I told Mum, and she said they were stolen.
Stolen?
The two big ones. The ones I can't even lift. I noticed it when I went into the gym to get my trainers.
Imogen, thank you so much for coming so quickly on such a horrible evening.
She may be suffering the effects of concussion. You should have called me this morning.
She seemed all right, just a bit bruised and shaken.
I'm in the studio. Please bring Dr. Reed up. Is this a game?
I don't know, but I think we should do as she asks.
I'm not going to have that wanton young girl dictate to me.
Please, Imogen.
What is all this, Louise?
Matthew was murdered in this room, wasn't he?
What are you talking about?
Prove me wrong, but his body is at the bottom of the pond, held down by those two weights missing from the gym. Mrs. Van Huet, I need to know what happened, because I feel responsible. Because the day he disappeared was the day that you found out that we were having an affair.
It wasn't that. It was the portrait. When I saw it, I lost control and I grabbed his knife.
Did you stab him?
I just slashed his hand. But there was so much blood. I bandaged the wound as best I could and went to call Dr. Reed.
Why didn't you tell me? I could have come and helped you.
I wanted to. I even came to your room, but I couldn't. When Dr. Reed arrived, his hand was still bleeding badly. He was in shock. I went to get him a cup of tea.
And what did you do to help him, Dr. Reed?
It was a very deep cut. I had to stitch it.
When I came back, she was fighting to save his life.
Why didn't you call an ambulance?
I was protecting Veronica. Anyway, it was too late. He died of blood poisoning. Septicemia. The knife blade was filthy.
septicemia. I don't think so. Why did you tell me that he'd gone to Florence?
I think Louise needs a little something to calm her down.
No, Imogen, it's over.
I've called the police.
The police come, we'd both go to prison.
I'll tell them you stitched the wound and went home. When he died, I panicked and I dumped his body in the pond.
Yes, but they'll still want to do a post-mortem.
Why'd you look so frightened, Dr. Reed?
What did you do? Veronica, you're such a fool. Stay still, or I'll make sure this hurts.
Imogen, it's over!
Oh, no! Oh,
Just enough for you. You don't mind sharing a needle, do you?
You're sick.
No, I'm a pillar of the community. Who's going to connect me with a silly, lovelorn schoolgirl who goes missing? It happens every day.
Veronica will never let you get away with this.
I'm going to get Veronica to type her full confession, and then I'm going to give her an overdose, just like I gave Matthew. Now, don't make this any harder.
Run, Louise!
Get off!
Is she dead?
She must have tripped.
No, she didn't. I pushed her. She let me think I killed him.
Why did she do it?
I told her Matt wouldn't sell any more paintings under his father's name. I'm so sorry, Louise. What are we going to do? I'm going to tell the truth.
Okay. But listen, I saw her trip. Shit.
So what, couldn't wait till the morning, Miss Thompson?
Good evening, Mrs. Van Huet. I see you've got another dead woman in your hall.
Thank you for coming. Are you ready?
Yep.
Veronica Van Huet. I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Lionel Stubbs. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention, when questioned, something that you later rely on in court. Anything you do say.
Louise. When the icy water closed over my face, I fought for my life. I had to kill him. It was either Stubbs or me. I had to kill him. Come on, Louise. It's me. I'm flesh and blood, not a ghost.
I'm calling the police.
No. Wait. You see this? Veronica did this to me. I can't paint. Veronica didn't kill me, but she might as well have. And now she's in jail. And that's where she's gonna stay.
I'm calling the police.
Help! Somebody help me, please! Help! Hello?
Louise!
No, he's coming now!
Louise,
Get
Louise!
away from me!
Please.
Get away from me!
Baby,
Get away from
shh,
me!
shh, shh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm so sorry. Oh, baby, you're right. Of course you're right. Go to the police station, okay? Together. Come on, I'm sorry. Come on.
All right, horror fam. Who's the real villain here? I have some theories, but I want to hear yours. Drop them in the comments.